Provided by
Life, diabetes. Each day is a unique blend of going, doing, and living. Lucerna Protein Smart with 30 grams of protein to help keep you moving. Uniquely designed with Carb Steady to help manage blood sugar response. Lucerna, bring on the day.
Poshmark is the perfect side hustle. There's so much I can sell. Bags, clothes, and even electronics. It's so easy. I can list in 60 seconds or less. I can't imagine a better side hustle.
Tomorrow on E.T., the Parent Trap turns 25.
You are aging me.
E.T. was on the set with an 11-year-old Lindsay Lohan.
It's fun and I like the attention.
Be sure to check that one out. Now listen, we've got one more thing to show you before we say goodnight.
Take care, y'all.
Night.
Let me use my nails. I can open this. Ooh, no, that didn't work.
Before Disney's Haunted Mansion hits theaters tomorrow, we have this exclusive behind the bone-chilling scenes look at the cast bloopers.
Better get out of here quick. I feel like I'm in a Western. All happening now.
A shooting here at South Park Mall left one person dead, 2 others injured. What police are telling us led up to this shooting.
The new drought monitor was updated today. We'll take a look at that, compare it to a previous one, and see how much things have changed in just a day.
It's hot outside and you're sweaty. That can lead to dehydration. But do you really need 8 glasses of water a day? And coming up, which foods can help keep you hydrated too? The news at 5 starts right now.
And we begin at 5 with breaking news. A 13-year-old being treated at this hour after being airlifted to the hospital for injuries he suffered during a vicious dog attack.
This happening just around 3:30 this afternoon, the 2200 block of Escalante Run. That's where our John Paul Barajas joins us now live with more on what happened and what police are saying happened there.
The 13-year-old victim in this case is expected to survive, but he did have to be life-flighted to University Hospital because of his injuries, and at least 6 adult pit bull dogs were taken out of this home. 2 of them are believed to be involved in biting that young boy. And as you mentioned, they are all owned by the victim's family, many of them raised for retail. The dogs we got on video were all pretty stout and big in size. Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar tells us they don't know what provoked the dogs, but that at some point they got on top of the little boy. At the time, the 13-year-old was being watched by a grandparent, and that's who called 911. The sheriff adds a deputy that responded to the call just so happened to be a fully trained paramedic. BCSO only has 2 deputies at that level of training. He believes that training might be what will eventually save the young boy's life.
He had some specialized gear with him. He was able to administer aid, but he actually told us that the bites that he'd seen were probably some of the worst wounds that he's ever seen on a person.
The sheriff says right now it is too early to tell if parents will be facing any charges in this case. As for the 6 dogs, 2 of them will likely be euthanized. The other 4 will be under a 10-day observation period under Animal Care Services watch. That's what we have right now. This is a developing story, and we'll bring you more as it becomes available. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, John Paul. We have other breaking news as well. A shooting at South Park Mall's parking lot, sending shoppers running this afternoon. An alleged car thief is dead and 2 others are hurt.
But there's a lot more to this story. Our Lee Waldman is there live on the southwest side where police, Lee, believe this was a case of someone seeking justice and then almost getting killed.
Exactly. Chief William McManus said a vehicle was stolen from South Park Mall today. The owner of that vehicle tracked it down back at the mall. And that owner confronted the man and woman inside of the vehicle with a gun.
As they were waiting for police to arrive, the suspect, who was behind the wheel of the stolen vehicle, produced a handgun and shot the owner of the vehicle.
He says that's when the owner of the vehicle shot and killed the alleged car thief, injuring the woman with him as well.
It's certainly a case of self-defense.
I didn't expect any of this to have seen any of this.
Rachel Pacheco was coming to the mall with her grandson and cousin before work. She's still shaken up by what she saw.
As I turned, I see one person first laying there in a pile of blood. Then as I panicked, and as I was turning, I see another person in red.
It happened just outside of Fitness Connection, where Gregory Castillo was working out.
Yeah, they locked us in there for about 10-15 minutes, and then it says exit the rear end of it.
McManus says while the owner of the vehicle has the right to take his property back, he wouldn't recommend taking justice into your own hands.
We would prefer that call the police before taking that into your own hands, but he did what he felt he needed to do.
McManus tells us because this appears to be a case of self-defense, he's not sure if the owner of that stolen vehicle will face any charges, but he did remind all of us this is still very early on in this investigation. Live at South Park Mall, Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
We'll continue to follow it. Thank you, Lee. Now to a man who was supposed to be taking care of mentally disabled adults. Well, he's accused of doing exactly the opposite. Seguin police say he left 3 men inside a hot car for so long, someone called police.
Our Camelia Juarez tells us why the man responsible for their well-being is nowhere to be found and why he may not have a job to come home to.
We haven't had any calls to this extent.
When police arrived, a man was walking around the Stratton Oak apartments asking for water, and 2 other men, one wearing a winter coat, was sweating inside a car with the windows slightly opened. Temperatures in the triple digits.
The 3 of them all had mental disabilities, and he was, responsible for their well-being.
Corey Gill, an on-duty caregiver, is accused of putting them all in danger.
One was complaining of chest pain. They checked him out. Everyone was okay. We got them water and everything.
He's now charged with 3 counts of deadly conduct. Police say it's unclear why he parked at the apartment complex. Gill told police the men were in the car for 20 minutes.
They just didn't really have the capacity that they would have thought, okay, it's hot, I'm stuck in this car, let me, step out of the car.
Seguin police say if you see something, say something.
If something doesn't look right, if it looks suspicious, looks like someone may be hurt, or like they're not being treated right, like in this case, to give us a call. We'd much rather come out and it be just a misunderstanding.
Seguin police say Gill is suspended from his place of work after an Adult Protective Service investigation was launched.
If you have any information about Gill's whereabouts, call the Guadalupe County Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-800-403-TIPS, and your tips can remain anonymous. Camelia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
In courts today, the man responsible for carjacking and running over another man who was just changing his tire was sentenced to 35 years in prison. Jose Gonzalez, pleading no contest, took a plea deal for the 2021 murder of 56-year-old Mario Renteria. Renteria was outside of a southeast side Texaco station changing his flat tire when Gonzalez approached, got inside his truck, and then ran Renteria over, killing him. Today in court, Gonzalez apologized to the court and to Renteria's family for his actions.
Not only am I embarrassed, but I truly am sorry, and I take full responsibility for what happened that night. I just want the family to know that I truly am sorry.
The maximum for this plea deal was 35 years, and that is exactly what the judge gave him. Gonzalez must serve half of that time before he's eligible for parole.
San Antonio police say money the obvious motivation for targeting an ATM on West Avenue and Bassey Road for the second time in about a week. An ATM busted wide open and the money taken. A passerby saw the damaged ATM early this morning around 4:30 and called police. While investigating, they found a truck nearby with the chain still attached. It appeared the suspects used extra time and power to open the machine. The entire front of that ATM ripped off. Deja vu for investigators who arrived at a similar scene last week on Marbach Road in Hunt Lane. Turns out both of those machines belong to Chase Bank. Police are not able to say whether these cases are connected.
A rescue gone deadly wrong. Now the subject of a lawsuit against SAPD. We told you about it on Tuesday, but today the city is responding. The family of Neida Tijerina filing that lawsuit after she was killed during a standoff between her boyfriend and SAPD back in July of 2021. Tijerina was held hostage by her boyfriend, Angel Sanchez. SAPD said when Sanchez pointed the gun at officers, the officers opened fire into the apartment. Tijerina was shot and she died of her wounds. The city alleges that the city The suit alleges, rather, that the city, the chief, and SAPD failed to properly train, supervise, and control the officers in that standoff who killed their daughter. Andy Segovia, the city attorney, releasing a statement to KSAT, and it reads, quote, "The city was served with the suit yesterday. We are reviewing it and will seek a prompt resolution through the courts," unquote. KSAT, of course, will continue to follow the story and let you know what happens here.
Now to taxpayer dollars. The city manager is slated to present the proposed city budget to the city council on August 10th. But before the council makes a final decision on whether or not to approve that budget, they want to hear from you, the residents of San Antonio. A series of town hall meetings have been scheduled through the month of August. Once the proposed budget has been presented, city staffers will be taking feedback from the public. Residents encouraged to attend the town halls to learn more about what's in the proposed budget and meet with city leaders to ask questions and share their concerns. For a full list of dates for those town hall meetings, just head to KSAT.com and click on this story. The brutal heat wave across the country setting off heat alerts from coast to coast, with states like Arizona and Texas breaking records of weeks with triple-digit temperatures.
This hot weather also claiming lives in Arizona as the heat wave now continues to the northeast. ABC's Melissa Aden has the latest.
Excessive heat now stretching into the northeast, with nearly half the country facing heat alerts across 35 states from coast to coast. The latest heat wave now taking aim at New York City, where temperatures are expected to feel like triple digits.
Heat kills more New Yorkers every year than any other kind of extreme weather event.
The oppressive heat to last through Saturday, with heat indexes potentially topping 105 degrees. But it's not just the hot weather. The ocean temperature burning, hitting triple digits off the coast of South Florida. In Minneapolis, the hot weather impacting workers.
Feels like Florida, and we're a little north to feel like that.
While severe storms in Michigan cut power to more than 140,000 people and flooded streets.
This is probably the worst July we ever had.
Phoenix, Arizona is dealing with a brutal heat wave as they continue their stretch of 27 consecutive 110-plus degree days.
For me, it's unbearable. I can't imagine being out for more than 10 minutes.
The White House is taking steps to combat this excessive heat across the country, including investing $152 billion into increasing and boosting water storage capacity here in California, Colorado, and Washington. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
We briefly and barely hit 100 again today. Another triple-digit day, just by a little bit. 100 the high temperature. That's 4 degrees above average and 6 degrees below the record for today. Most of the backyard readings are at or slightly above 100, especially in the big view here. Del Rio 102, Eagle Pass 101, Santa Maria 102, Floresville 101. You get closer, Windcrest 98, Mico 99, and Bulverde at 97. Really, it's more of the same. Now, increasing humidity after sunset this evening and a bit of a breeze out of the southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. It's nice to have that breeze in the evening. By 10 o'clock, 90 degrees, midnight 84. The new drought monitor is in. We're getting deeper into drought now. We'll compare it to weeks past, see what has changed, and talk a little bit about that African dust and when it leaves in just a bit.
Thank you, Adam. Taking a look outside with your traffic authority. Traffic moving along just fine at 281 at Hildebrand. Earlier today, there was some lanes that were closed, but it looks like they're all open now, and traffic is moving very smoothly.
Coming up after the break, staying hydrated as the temperatures continue to soar into triple digits. The amount of water you should be drinking, and it may not be what you think. Coming up.
I'm Myra Arthur here in a busy KSAT newsroom. Here's what we're working on for the news at 6 o'clock today. Imagine living through this South Texas summer without air conditioning. A lot of San Antonians don't have to imagine because it is their reality. So how do they do it? We share one woman's story and the help that she's getting along the way. Plus, death anxiety, a fear of dying. For some, it can be all-consuming, but there is a possible solution, and it's inside this San Antonio home. We take you there in our Solutionary series today at 6. Plus,
Alamo College is following the city of San Antonio's lead with a paid holiday for Cesar Chavez's birthday. That story coming up.
All that and more today on the news at 6.
Thank you, Myra. No doubt this has been one hot, sweaty summer. That means it's especially important to keep your body hydrated.
It is, but does that mean you have to chug 8 glasses of water every day? 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz says no, but she also explains what we should be doing instead.
Our relentless triple-digit heat is draining. It can quickly take a toll on our bodies, so it's critical to stay hydrated.
Dehydration can increase your risk of dangerous heat stroke, and chronic dehydration can accelerate the aging process.
So is following the old 8 glasses of water a day the way to go?
Keeping properly hydrated doesn't mean measuring and downing water all day long. Everybody is different, and everybody has different fluid needs.
Consumer Reports' Tricia Calvo says hydration doesn't mean just water. Seltzer, milk, fruit juice, even coffee and tea get fluids into the body. What about drinks and powders with claims they're ultra hydrating?
They often contain electrolytes, so they may be beneficial for athletes who sweat a lot. But they often also have sugar and artificial flavors. So for average exercisers, water is plenty.
And for every pound you lose during exercise, a good rule is to drink 16 to 24 ounces of fluid afterward.
There are other ways to get your fluid intake. Almost everything you eat has some water content. In fact, this peach has about 5 ounces of water in it.
Fruits and veggies are the best water replacers. Take watermelon. 1 small wedge has 7 ounces of water. 1 cup of cucumber has 4 ounces. Bottom line, though, it's important to pay attention to your body. Look for symptoms of fatigue, wooziness, headaches, and cramps. Heat exhaustion requires a cool down and rehydration. But if someone is suffering heat stroke, call 911. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
We have to keep on doing these heat stories. We can't help it. Look at the temperature.
Yeah, and like I always say, if you know you're going to be sweating a lot outside, not your average exerciser, not just your average walk outside. If you're going to be sweating a lot, have a pickle before you go out. That'll help your body replenish its electrolytes as you sweat.
But water the key.
But water is very important as well. But if you are profusely sweating, you do need to replenish the electrolytes, which are salt and sugar. I learned that from a first aid course that I took. Anyway, let's talk about our drought conditions. This is the newest drought monitor. North Texas, for the most part, just fine, especially up in the Panhandle and closer to Texarkana. No problem. You look at the worst part of the state, and that's right here in our backyard, in our neck of the woods, Fredericksburg, Kerrville, Bandera, even creeping into Leon Springs area and Bernie, Fair Oaks Ranch. We've got the extreme and exceptional drought, and this is slowly expanding. This is one part of our area and one part of Texas that didn't get as much beneficial rain back in May and June when the rains came. Now let's compare this to 5 weeks ago. Look at the difference. We didn't have any dry conditions along the coastal plain. You go along the Rio Grande, yellow, just abnormally dry. I'm going to step off the screen and go back to our current one so you can make another comparison. This was 5 weeks ago, and this is today. Unfortunately, we're going in the wrong direction, and you can see the stark contrast there. Just a few pop-up showers closer to the Gulf Coast and along the coastal plain today. That's it. We're in a weather pattern that's not favorable for rain in our neck of the woods. Now, the door's open for a disturbance because the upper high is centered over the desert southwest, and there actually is a little swirl in the Gulf of Mexico, some rain-making energy. That's going to be heading westward too far south of us, and even if it slammed into us, we wouldn't have the other ingredients to generate the storms, mainly instability and available moisture. So you look at the rainfall potential over the next 7 days, and it's like there's this big force field around Texas, a big donut hole in the rainfall potential. The darker greens indicate the higher rainfall potential and the higher likelihood of good accumulations. But all across Texas, looks like we're starting to really be in that dry trend and that dry pattern. Unfortunately, no changes within sight. I did notice the dust a little bit more today in the sky than yesterday, and I say that because I'll take a flyover ramp just about every day, and I look off in the distance and I have some landmarks, and I can tell the visibility just by the, how clear the clarity of those landmarks. And I noticed it a little bit more today. It's light to moderate levels. It's going to drop significantly tomorrow and be completely gone by Saturday and Sunday. It's still not the kind of levels of dust where you should really notice it with allergies or even asthma. But there's that little extra haze off on the horizon. There's downtown, not quite as clear from our live cam as usual. 99 right now. Dew point is 60, so it feels like 99. That's the key. Those afternoon dew points fall off a lot, and the heat index, not a factor. 77 tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. By noon, we're at 91. High temperature of 99. Justin went there this morning, and I stuck to it. I'm saying, yeah, Justin, I think you're right. And maybe just 99 tomorrow officially at the airport, but still plenty of triple digits, but just barely triple digits tomorrow. And by Saturday, some cirrus clouds moving overhead. Little variety to our sky, right near 100, anywhere from 99 to 103 the highs over the next 7 days. Coming up at 6, an update on the tropics, by the way.
Okay. Thank you, Adam.
All right, so it's evident there's not a big lineman at Cowboy Camp. He's holding out.
Right.
There's also a noticeable absent at running back.
Yeah, Zeke Elliott not there.
Yeah.
So that means the running game's going to fall on the shoulders of one Tony Pollard when we come back. Larry Ramirez is live from Oxnard, California. We talk about Tony and the responsibility he has. Remember, he's coming off an injury as well.
KSAT! And then come over here.
Yeah, if we had that kind of pull, Dak would be hanging out with us. Let's go camping with the KSAT.
Camping with KSAT, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The Cowboys continue to work out in California, and as usual, they see themselves as a Super Bowl contender again this season. Their offense will be led by a new offensive coordinator, Brian Schottenheimer, although head coach Mike McCarthy is going to be calling the plays. Those plays may be limited when it comes to their running game. They only have one superstar in camp instead of two. The load falls on Tony Pollard. For more, let's take it live to a balmy 82-degree Oxnard, California. Larry?
Yeah, you know what, David? Standing in the shade, it is pretty darn cool out here. In the sun, yeah, it's still pretty warm. You can feel it. So training camp this year certainly has a different feeling for running back Tony Pollard because he enters camp as the #1 running back. Plus, he is returning from a major injury, so far so good in his first 2 days. Entering his 5th NFL season, all with the Cowboys. Tony Pollard is the lead back now that Zeke is no longer on the team. Pollard, who topped 1,000 yards for the first time last season, is taking it easy right now as he comes back from a high ankle sprain and fractured fibula that he suffered in the boys' January playoff loss at the Niners. He had surgery days later, and after months of rehab, he's here at camp as the #1 ball carrier. Pollard was asked if Zeke reached out to him before camp.
Yeah, he texted me today, right before camp started, just telling all the running backs, we'll handle the business, take care of everything, and just good luck. It means a lot, just even with his situation right now, not being anywhere, but him still just checking on us and just making sure we're all right.
Offensive tackle Terrence Steele was cleared to practice and did not start camp on the physically unable to perform list. The Steele High School alum is coming back from an ACL-MCL injury he suffered last season. So camping with KSAT is rolling along. Friday, the boys hold a walkthrough. Saturday, the party ramps up with the opening ceremony. Sunday, the players get a mandatory day off. And Monday is a padded practice. And today was Dak's turn at the podium. We'll hear from him coming up at 6. David, back to you.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. I hope you don't need a jacket in the shade.
Yeah.
Also coming up at 6, not only Dak, but we're going to hear from Texans head coach D'Amico Ryans. Find out what he's seeing from the fans so far in training camp there in Houston. So,
yeah.
A
little jealous of Larry right now. I'm not going to lie. Wish I was in California where it's 82 and cool in the shade.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if you were wearing mittens? That would really be insulting. We'll be right back. Thanks so much for watching the News at 5 with us.
World News is up next. We'll see you back here at 6.